Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney and today we're going to be discussing the two most popular debt payoff methods and the pros and cons associated with each of them. This is one of the most fiercely debated topics in the personal finance community, so hopefully we can go through and help you decide which one might be better for you based on your given situation. The two types we'll be analyzing are the Snowball Method and the Avalanche Method. And while they both share the same winter wonderland naming convention, they have some major differences that we need to discuss. So let's start with the Snowball Method. The Snowball Method is one of the most common debt payoff techniques and is often championed by Dave Ramsey and his followers as the best way to become debt-free. In essence, the strategy is simple. Take a look at all of your debts and arrange them by dollar value from smallest to largest. Once you have them categorized, you begin by starting to make minimum payments on all of the loans and throwing every dollar that you have at the smallest loan first. And this method relies on psychology for its success. The basic idea is once you get that smallest loan paid off first, you'll start to feel the excitement of paying off a loan entirely, giving you the opportunity to cherish those little wins and start to create healthy habits for yourself in order to pay off your debt entirely. This rewards the brain for good behavior. It feels good to pay off those little amounts of debt. And this can really help provide motivation to people who often feel paralyzed looking at their total debt payoff number. But the main drawback to this method is the math itself. It fails to take into account the interest rates on the loans themselves. Different loans have different interest rates, which determines how much you're going to be paying extra on that loan. So paying off the smallest dollar value amount first isn't really taking into account those loans that could be building and costing you more and more money down the road. So the Snowball Method might actually extend the time that it takes for you to pay off your debt. It might have you paying more overall than if you had implemented the Avalanche Method. So let's talk about the Avalanche Method now. In order to perform the Avalanche debt payoff method, you're going to want to line up your loans not by their dollar value, but by their interest rate. You should arrange your loans so that you're paying off the loans with the highest interest rate first and the lowest interest rate last. Like the Snowball Method, you're still encouraged to pay off the minimum balance on your loans every month, but every extra dollar that you save should be going towards those loans with the highest interest rates. And the major benefit here is that this is the most cost-effective way to pay off your debt. You're starting with those loans that could really turn into the thorn in your side when it comes to debt payoff. Those high interest rate loans are the ones that are going to be compounding over time and costing you the most money down the road. If you maintain your momentum, you're on the fastest track to paying off your debt while paying the least amount of money in the process. And the primary criticism of this method is that lack of positive affirmation along the way. It feels good to pay off those small amounts of debt. So to compare these two debt payoff methods, let's take a look at an example. Imagine that you have the three following debts that you're looking to pay off. The first one is a $10,000 credit card debt at 18.99% interest rate. The second one is a $9,000 car loan at 3% interest rate. And the third is a $15,000 student loan at 4.5% interest rate. In this case, you can see there's some major differences between interest rates. And these differences can add up to a whole lot of money down the road. So say you have about $3,000 to put towards your debt every month. If you were to use the Snowball Method to pay off this debt, you would start by paying off your car loan first, and then moving on to your credit card loan, and then tackling your student loan debt. If you're putting $3,000 toward this debt every month, you'll be debt-free in 11 months, but you would have paid over $1,500 in interest along the way. If you use the Avalanche Method and pay off your credit card debt first, you'll still pay off your debt in around 11 months, but you'll be paying around $1,000 in interest. So just by switching up this debt payoff order, you're going to be saving a lot of money if you go for the Avalanche Method. I personally use the Avalanche Method to pay off my student loan debt, which was around $35,000, and I was able to pay this off in under a year. But in all honesty, the best debt payoff method is one that you can stick to. So if you need that extra motivation and you need to use the Snowball Method, don't feel shame around that. Just do what works for you and pay off that debt. Both of these debt repayment methods have worked for many people in the past and can help you gain hold of your financial freedom. So thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.